Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, folks of all ages, all sizes, and everybody in between. I hope you're all doing magical tonight, maybe even beautiful tonight, because guess what? We got ourselves some more Elden Ring in front of us. We're going to be getting right into the process, all that magical fun in this world. But hey, hope you're doing awesome tonight, honestly. It is almost the end of the week, wouldn't you know it? And we love to see it. Don't you know we love to see it? God. Hey, Emilio, what you doing tonight, bud? How you doing? Awesome. Oh, you're calling me out immediately on sizes? Gosh. Jeez. Can't I just be referring to people's basic height line? I'm not a fucking girl on Tinder, alright, okay? Alright? I'm not looking for people's, like, basic height lines. Nah. I'm glad to hear you're doing good, though, bud. Glad to hear you're doing good, though. Thank you for the shit. I appreciate the shit. Nah, I'm having a good night. You know what? I am having, honestly, a pretty darn good night. It's been chill. It's been relaxed. I can't complain. And, you know what? Honestly, I'm really looking forward to some more Elden Ring right now, because frankly, with that DLC not too far around the corner, as it stands at this point, I feel like it only makes sense to kind of keep this grind going for right now. We've been balancing it out, I would say, but we've been putting it on hold. I have been doing some other stuff lately, but with the DLC right around the corner, only makes sense to kind of get a little bit more hype going for it in this case. So, yeah. Star, how you doing tonight? It's good seeing ya. I hope you're awesome. Oh, the DLC was hands down worth the $40. Like, there's not even a question in my heart about that at this point. Like, I guarantee the DLC is going to be an absolute banger and a half. Also, what are up with these smithing stones? That's really good. That's a really good drop set that I just got there. That's actually, like, amazing. Somber 2, okay. What do I need at this point, actually, for this weapon? You know what the DLC needs? Chat, do you know what the DLC needs? It needs something to make it so whenever Torrent goes completely batshit insane, like you just saw there, where they go goofy fucking goober all over the place, you can slap the horse. PETA disapproved. That's really bad, I know, but... Oh no, YouTube changed their format even worse. You gotta be kidding me. I can't read first comment anymore like a normal person. I can read almost all the words for first comment, except like the very end, wherever you see the comment line up with the heart emoji on phone, which means really, I guess at this point that's like my call sign to go like, oh, you know what? Yeah, I guess I do actually have to get myself the whatchamacallit at this point. A secondary screen or whatever. Going up against the Big Cliff Cafe Village thing? What? Huh? There's a Cliff Cafe? You're telling me that in Elden Ring there is a cafe with the maid girls? What? Huh? Who? Yeah, you know what? Honestly, it might make it a little bit easier, yeah. Because otherwise I have a very strong tendency to call things a whatchamacallit, which, in this case, Emilio did a wonderful job of pointing that out. Thank you, Emilio. Look, I never said I was the best at naming things and or describing things. It just kind of happens that way sometimes. But yeah. Alright, I don't mind the pot, brother. but as long... Oh my goodness, Goblin Goober. There's so many goofballs over this way. Please stop shooting me. Please stop shooting me in broad daylight. I am... No. 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 Honestly, not that bad, though. Not that bad on the routing. It probably will make things at least 8%, maybe 5% easier, roughly. I'm gonna say probably about like 20% easier. That was a whole bunch of random like percentages that I gave there, but we're gonna work with it for right now. Goblin Goober mode now. Oh, dude, yeah, we definitely work with our Goblin Goobers. We definitely work with Goblin Goobers. Skelly thing? No, come on, you gotta do a better job than that. Skelly thing? Come on. We have more creative names in the bank than just fucking Skelly thing. Come on, I would probably go like Skelly Skaloo or some shit like that, you know, I mean, come on. Come on. Or, actually, you know what I'd probably go with instead? Is, like, Bony Boober. Bony Boob. Bony Boob. Let's go with Bony Boob. Hashtag Bony Boob. Free Bony Boobs. I'm gonna take a quick sip of my drink here real quickly. Scoliosis? Oh my goodness. Alright. Chat. I'm gonna give you a task tonight. Alright? I'm gonna give you a very specific task. Emote. Because we're not necessarily too far off at this point from our pretty much like our YouTube partnership at this point. But there is one thing that I really want to cover as soon as possible. This bitch right here. Put her in the grave. No. What I want to do would be, in this case, developing a emote for when we actually meet that point. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Getting a good, solid basis for one emote. I don't expect a whole bunch of emotes tonight. Just one emote that would be awesome. Amazing to have. Because I do want to start kind of getting some more into the rotisserie for when we actually start having that availability. Because obviously right now, like, chat, we don't have a lot. We have what we have, and it's great. It's awesome. But it could be better, right? Ah, it's Morgott. Unfortunate. I rolled? You're fucking lying in broad daylight? You're lying in broad daylight? That's cool. Why would you be lying in broad daylight like that? Also, I like how I keep fucking locking on, and it just doesn't actually work. I like how I'm locking on to the boss, and it's not actually fucking working. That's super cool. That's a great mechanic. Actually, if you think about it, wonderful mechanic. This fight feels like I've thrown ever so slightly. You know what? Actually, maybe not. We're gonna actually spam the emote real quickly. Spam it again. Spam the emote. Alright, wonderful. Okay, cool. That that was scuffed. That wasn't even good. That was a bad fight. Oof. But we got the smithing stone bell. So you know what? Honestly, it kind of pays off in its own regard. The good news in this case is that we can get a weapon up to +6 on a normal weapon. So, I mean, that's not a bad idea at all, actually. Yeah, exactly. Fuck Torrent. There's literally like no, I'm sorry. Like Torrent is really unique aesthetically, but God, why does Torrent control like Torrent feels there's no good way to put this. There is genuinely like zero good ways to put this. Unless you have a straight line in front of you with Torrent, stop. Don't. Literally do not. Because Torrent is probably one of the worst. I fucking hate this horse. You know what? You know what the emote I'd actually respect in this case, if we wanted to go forward with it? It would be like a fucking, like, dunce cap. You know what, actually, here we go. Dunce cap emote for Torrent. So put Torrent in a dunce cap. There you go. There is one emote idea for the future here. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Alright, cool. That could have gone worse, but yay. Ooh, that's cheap as hell. That's also cheap. Barrier of gold greatly increases magic damage to Kish. That's kind of tempting. That's kind of tempting. Actually, now I'm looking at it. That's 6K though. I don't know about that one, actually. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Alright. Well, you know what? We've done this area. We're good to go. Awesome. I'm going to take a sip of my drink. You know what, Star? I'm actually, like, really happy that I'm not insane. In this case, I'm really, really happy that I'm not insane. And that I'm not the only person who's like, yo, why does this horse suck ass? Like, actually, it makes me, like, really, really happy knowing that I'm not the only person going, wait, why is it when I try to control this horse, it just feels like actual lead was put in this horse's shoes? It actually, like, I'm glad to be confirmed not insane, not crazy. Just like that one Avenged Sevenfold song. Let's see here. That's useless. This is good. This is great. Everything else here is kind of a mid out of 10 for the most part, so yeah, I think we're fine. I don't really feel like the parry tool for Malekith is all that worth it. Because parrying Malekith usually implies that you've decided for yourself that you're gonna sack pretty hard. Like, it's a cool mechanic, but at the same time, you have to pretty much commit your role to be parrying Malekith. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. No, exactly. Like, yeah. Like, that is legitimately the feeling about Torrent at this point for me, personally. Is Torrent... I think Torrent is a wonderfully amazing looking mount as far as it stands. But God, is it not worth it whatsoever to sack an entire playthrough. Also, it feels like it's nighttime, so I'm assuming the nighttime boss is out. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna walk on up there. Hit him with one of these. Alright, wonderful. You know what game I've actually been really excited about playing again? I've actually been playing through Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga again. The very first game, specifically. And I have been nothing short of just the absolute happiest playing that game again, frankly, because it's such a good game. Like, it's the remake that they specifically made for the, I think it's the Nintendo 3DS in this case. But it's such a good time. You know what's funny is I fucking healed there, and the game just kind of said no. Right. Fucking get cock and ball tortured. Go to bed. Sleep. Go and get out of my life. Thank you. Bye. Was it worth it? No. Was that fight actually worth it? I don't even think it was worth it whatsoever. But whatever. Whatever. But no. I've been playing through Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga again, and God, I love that game. Like, I can't actually express it. We just made it to Chucklehuck Woods in this case, and God, what a game. I don't... In this case, it depends on how you feel about certain, like, categories, but, like, Chucklehuck is a banger and a half. Like, everything that Superstar Saga has to offer is such a good time. It really is. Really, really is. Crazy quote. Well, in that case, Emilio, you should probably go and put it in quotes. If I said something worth quoting, then I mean, that would be the place to put it. Even if it's just a clip. So. But, yeah. Oh, right. That reminds me. We actually have the full deck discs. That's a lot more friendly than I was actually expecting for this playthrough. Really, any randomizer is, like, it's just genuinely a lot more friendly than you'd expect. So. Alright, there we go. On our way. Love to see it. In about 5, maybe 8 minutes here, folks, I'm gonna take a small smidgen of a little bit of a break here. I gotta take care of something real quickly here. But with that being said, we'll probably do a little bit of DKC music, so. That will be with you forever. Oh no! It's one of those quotes? The kind of quote that makes you ponder life forever? That's a little dangerous, my friend. Is this a remembrance? Bolt of Grand Sax. Yo, we got sex? Chat. You won't believe this. We've got sex online. Nice. Lord of Blood's Exaltation. That's fucking awesome. Cool. Right, go ahead and walk on into the boss fight. Why am I doing this, actually? That is the, like, primary question of the day here. fucking get stabbed. Get stabbed, bozo. Go home, old man, with my dad Wow. I can't believe you. I can't believe you've done this to me. I'm so disappointed, Star. Really? A game crash here? Come on! Okay, alright, that's fine. You know what? That's fine. Really, if you think about it, it's fine, chat. It's fine. I'm just surprised I made it down into the dungeon, but I can't escape? Come on! No, that's the thing. Is like, I fully agree with you on that one, Amelia. I'm just gonna load the game back in, and then I'm gonna leave you with the DKC music. Actually, no, DKC. You're getting DKC. I was gonna say, the boss better be fucking dead. Alright, I'm gonna leave it... Wait. Okay, cool. I guess the game decided to not acknowledge me actually getting the item. Sure. Okay. Alright, this is a pretty comfortable spot right here. I feel like, chat, I feel like you're gonna be the most comfortable right here, staring right into the eyes of our loving, loving character today. Here we go. Alright, chat, there we go. Love to see it. And let's go ahead and get right back into this. By the way, chat, have you been enjoying the addition of music into the playthroughs? Because I feel like lately I've been doing it a little bit more than usual. I think I'm trusting certain outsources a little bit better on the music front. But I also want to make sure that it's like, hey, you know what? This is honestly nice, just being able to just chill and just sit there and listen to some general game music. So, especially considering I feel like DKC, Metroid, certain companies are not nearly as aggressive about that shit, and it is... God, it's so nice actually being able to just, like, play some music like that. Oh, speak of the devil, we got ourselves another Knight Rider over here. You know, honestly, I feel like fucking him up. Cool. Chuck this. cool. Love to see it. You know, honestly, I feel like on bosses like this, it's just better usually to just go for quick attacks. Of course, naturally, the fucking gay lizard shows up. Can I just say, I love the fact that this little fucking shit shows up, and it just makes my life instantly worse. Alright, there we go. Max heal. I could have sworn this guy summoned his horse like a minute ago, but oh, whatever. We're gonna take it. Alright, there we go. Cool. Alright, good. You know what? I'm glad to hear that it is enjoyable, then, in this case. That actually means a fair amount to me, because I want it to be enjoyable, of course, obviously. Like, I'm sure I don't have to, like, elaborate, like, hey, I want people to enjoy the music that's playing in the background, but that is always definitely a point of contention. If it's too much, obviously I want people to be able to tell me, too, so. Granted, most cases, I feel like most people are just able to just go like, hey, it's too much. You know. Overall, I feel like this is a pretty solid character. The one thing that I think needs to change at some point or another here, is probably collecting maps in the first place. But the one thing I think needs to probably change here soon is for me to have a little bit more towards my weaponry. Just a little bit more. Not too crazy necessarily, but yeah, that should be good. Oh, Scott, how you doing tonight, bud? Good seeing you. How you doing? How you doing? Good having you back. Alright, I think we're gonna sit here real quickly, and then we're gonna keep moving along. As for stats, I think we're gonna go ahead and probably max ourselves out at 40 for right now, and then we're gonna go ahead and start pacing ourselves in a different direction. More than likely, that's the plan right now. You know what? Honestly, that's pretty cheap. I'm gonna take it. Let's see here. Poison. It's a bit expensive for poison, but sure. I'm gonna take that, and I'm gonna take that. Okay. Nothing too worth it otherwise. Alright, I think we're fine. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and see what the tree boss is down here. I don't really fuck around too much, if I can help it. Because I think there's just too many things that can absolutely ruin your day in Elden Ring. Which is usually, funny enough, when it comes to the randomizers, one of your best plans if you're doing a no-death run is usually not fucking around with too much. Like, if you go around the lands between too much, you're usually gonna find yourself dying. Assassin face. Put him in the grave real quickly. And that is a boss put right in the grave as they're supposed to be. Love to see it. Awesome. And a free Somber 4 out of that, which, you know, actually that might help our Black Knife out. Nice. Awesome. Yay! Yay for the little things! I believe there should be an item over here. Yes, I was right. Awesome. One of the big things I think I need to work on for these randomizer runs is probably going to be, at least at any rate, it's probably going to be just kind of working out my greed. One of the biggest things that I think I suffer from, and it's very, very apparent, is definitely greed. I have a very firm tendency to overgreed things, and I know I shouldn't. Obviously, it really is a bad thing when I do it most of the time, usually. But it definitely happens a lot, too much, in fact. Like right now, I have no rhyme and or reason to actually go up and see the boss that's up on this hill right now, but I sure am doing, aren't I? I sure am. And I shouldn't be doing it. Pot of Greed reference? No, there's no Pot of Greed reference here, although I will say, from my understanding of that card, it's overpowered. Ah, yes, of course, a tree spirit. Why wouldn't there be a fucking tree spirit here? Well, that's not gonna kill me. That's not gonna kill me. That's not gonna kill me. Nope, no, 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 no. Alright, cool. See? What did I say? Not gonna kill me. Sometimes I find that it's just generally better to just get hit by attacks instead of, like, outright dodging them, frankly. This boss feels a little more tanky than I would actually expect in this case. Yeah, a little more tanky than I'd actually expect. I rolled, but okay. We can lie in broad daylight. Sure, why not? See? Wouldn't you know it, chat? Turns out I'm actually not too bad at these games. Ah. I might be lying just a little bit. Oh god, that could not have ended almost worse, could it? Oh, jeez, oh Pete's. Yeah, that could have been so much worse than that, actually. Sheesh. Okay, cool. Lucky bastard. I don't know about that, my friend. That right there was pure skill. That was 110% pure skill. When do you get the Crucible Knight armor? There's 2 locations to acquire Crucible Knight armor. I will tell you about the one that I know specifically. Siliceria, which in this case, that's the Deep-Root Depths. You know you are there when it feels like you are pretty much, in this case, like an underground, like, ant tunnel, in this case, is what I would call it. You get the Tree Spear out of that location, though. Which is honestly pretty worth it. Who's here? Cool. Alright. Really? Fucking goofball fucking ass. That was not even remotely close to a correct camera angle. Alright. Alright, cool. Get poked again. Get fucking countered. You know what's funny? Is I realize that this tree is honestly pretty darn easy if you consider it. Because this tree literally summons a second goofball to get fucking nuked. Like, it's easy. It's cake. Hey, the sleepy time hat. Cool. But yeah. Yeah, your first instance of Crucible Knight armor will be where I just kind of told you in this case. So. Alright, Theodrix. Ooh, that's a little dangerous. Theodrix is... Ah, God, that's actually really dangerous. Smithing and Curse Mark. Oof, okay. Mid. Fat mid out of 10. Though, honestly, I guess if we really, really wanted to, we could definitely goof the ever-living shit out of that. I don't really think I'm gonna do that necessarily, though. We'll see. We'll see. I could probably do this. Really, what we need right now is for this boss not to trigger Maggie. Because if Maggie triggers, we're going to have a bad time of it. Like, Maggie triggering would be the worst. And it's not even because Maggie is hard, necessarily. It's just because Maggie being involved in the fight would be obnoxious. Like right now, she's obnoxious because she's involved. Can I just, like, cheese this boss, actually, from here? Is that possible? Because if I can, I'm going to do it. Like, this is not doing nearly enough. Alright. Yeah, I don't think it's possible. Alright, that's fine. You know what? Maggie's being a goofball. Fuck it. We're not leveled enough to good and proper murder both of them, so I'm not going to worry about it. Ideally, we would not want Maggie involved in the fight. But, in this case, Star, so that way you know, don't worry about looking for all in any ant caves. It's going to be a very specific area. It should feel, in this case, like a legacy dungeon to you. So, it should feel big, like massive. Like, the boss that you beat to get there, in this case, is the Valiant Gargoyle Duo. So you need to beat the double gargoyle boss fight in order to properly get there. There's other ways around that, I believe, but that is kind of your baseline, okay? Alright. So, yeah, no, keep that in mind. Otherwise, don't stress it too much. Somberstone Miners, Bell Bearing 2. That's good news, actually. Nice, now we can get all of our somber weapons up to a +4. Awesome. And, at the same time, all of our normal smithing weapons are now up to a +12 at a bare minimum. Awesome. Good sauce. How you all doing tonight, by the way? I always want to check in with you. See how you're doing. If you're doing amazing, if you're doing not as... Hopefully you're doing a great, great, great job, and you're doing the best that you can. I certainly hope so. But, nah, folks. I hope you're doing awesome, and thank you so much for stopping tonight. I really appreciate it. There's some goofball goobers over there. Sit down, and we're on our... Alright, awesome. Oh, more flask upgrades. We'd love to see it. I could probably go check and see what's guarding our gates in this case, getting into the capital, but I don't know if it's going to be worth it at the end of the day. 1,000... That's not terrible. That's actually really not too bad. I get that. Everything else here was kind of a fat mediocre out of 10. You know, I'm going to go ahead and buy a couple shrimps. Why not? Just because they're on the low. So yeah. Alright, not a ton and a half of cash right now. 4. Do we have a 5 on staff? No. No, we do not. Okay, cool. Alright, so if we really wanted to make that happen, it's gonna cost some effort. Alright, but let's go ahead and go get our Black Blade on up to a +4, I guess, in this case. It's definitely worth it to at least knock that out of the park, so.
Oh, I didn't want to be doing much. Just lay out.
Alright, there we go. Get that on up. Awesome. At this point, we pretty much have access to get all of our weapons up to at least a +12 when it comes to normal smithing weapons, which I'm wondering if we do that, because it doesn't, like, it makes no sense not to do that at least with 1 or 2 of our weapons. I'm thinking of taking the club on up, actually. You know what, let's go ahead and make our club a +12. Why not? Because making the club a plus 12 would not be a bad problem at all to have, actually. It's a plus 2 right now, so we need another 5 stones. There we go. This is already at that, so okay, cool. There we go. Awesome. Okay, cool. There we go. I think the only reason I want this club to be up to that point, because one, club strike damage is very, very good, actually, in this game. One of the biggest forms of damage that you can actually have in this game is definitely strike damage. Strike is very good. Kind of tempted to put Frost on this bad boy just because. Ah, shit. Honestly, yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think that only makes enough sense. What does it cost to level at this point? 16k? Do I have any runes that actually make that distance? It's gonna be a little costly, but yeah, we can make that happen. Why not? Can be Kratos. I mean, yeah, I could probably be Kratos if I really wanted to, at the end of the day. There we go. Enough for one level. Alright, so stat-wise, Int would get me closer to getting my requirement for the talisman, the seal that I picked up, but I don't think I need to worry about that at this point. I think I could probably just focus other stats and I'd be more than fine, honestly. So I think I'm going to focus endurance, strength, in this case. That's probably going to be the primaries, and we're just going to kind of work from there, more than likely. I don't believe I have the key yet to actually get into the capital. Or, not the capital, but Rylucaria. So, unfortunately, that is off the table for right now, but we can definitely take ourselves elsewhere. So, especially considering we can already probably work our way into the capital. So yeah. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's go. Let's do this! I feel, as a whole, that we're pretty well built. The one thing I think I wish I had going a little bit better right now would be a little bit more of a weapon upgrade. Our current weapon is not a bad thing at all. It would just be nice to have it at a higher level. That would be about it. So, yeah. Oh, well, I mean, it's free. It's literally free. It's genuinely like, I just need to not be shit at the game, and it is free. Okay, cool, wonderful, very intense boss fight. I hope you all greatly enjoyed that. Be sure to smash that subscribe button for the that that really, honestly, was not at all a hard boss fight. But we're here now. It's done. It's done. That's the important part. So it doesn't even matter that deeply. More strength, I suppose, at this point. Honestly. All right. Either way, we have to go over this way. So yeah. We're gonna probably head over that way, go ahead and collect what we need, and probably head over towards Caelid, Castle Redmane, more than likely at this point. If we don't do that soon, we're probably gonna end up screwing ourselves over to some extent, because like we don't have a whole lot of locations to go check right now, but we want to go ahead and check what locations we can, because pretty much on a randomizer, there are certain locations that are always most important to check. Um, High item locations are obviously a very important one, but the other big one to check is usually key item checks. So, like what we just did. Oh, it's okay, Star. Star, I mean, that's literally like randomizer, like in a nutshell, for the most part. Alright, so Infinite Somber one's here. Cool. Love to see it. Forming Stone, nothing crazy. Sanctified Wet Blade. I mean, I guess I'll buy that, sure. It wouldn't be bad to have a weapon modifier, so that way I could actually, like, get that going if I ever needed to, but it's not that important. No, there's no sad though to it. There's no sad. I've simply been playing this game way too fucking much, and I needed something to make it challenging for me again. Because the thing about Elden Ring, and frankly any Soulsborne, the peak gameplay experience that you will have with any of these games is always your very first playthrough, frankly. And one of the hardest things to ever acquire good and proper again after your first playthrough is that first playthrough experience. It's a guarantee. It is genuinely so hard. So. Sip my drink here. Oh, well, I guess the game disagreed with that one. Okay, cool. Any chance we could just forget the game crash and just make it work? Oh no. Please don't tell me this is a soft lock. Oh, okay, cool. Good. Yay. I was a little worried about that one. Just a tad bit.
Champions! Welcome! The stars have aligned! The festival...
Okay, cool. Festival begins. Yay, wahoo. Let's go collect this item real quickly, and we will be on our way to see whatever our Radon is. Vacuum slice. Okay, kinda mediocre. Can't really complain. I think the one awesome thing about Elden Ring as a whole, though, is most, if not all, of what the game has to offer. I find most of Elden Ring to be just genuinely very forgiving. In terms of, like, whatever you pick for your build is usually the correct option. Until, like, late game, late game usually gets a little bit more mean about it, but it's not bad. It's really not bad at all, usually speaking. So, Makar. Oh, Makar, fucking easy. Okay, alright, cool. Fine. Little cash money. Little cash money. It's also gonna be cash money. Okay, cool. I'm gonna start off with Blade of Death, only because Blade of Death, frankly, is just so based. You know what I actually really like about this arena for these kinds of bosses? Is that, guess what? You get to ride around on your horse during this, and it's just so good. It's so good that you get to do this here. Strength stuff is always, frankly, as far as I'm concerned, the best route. Fair enough. And there we go, Makar put in the grave. Love to see it. Hey, Kyan. How you doing tonight, man? It's good seeing you. Yeah, we're doing a good job. We're doing a good job. Randomizer has not been forfeit yet. So far, everything has been, frankly, going pretty darn well. So, you know, honestly, pretty good. Pretty good. All right, a little bit of cash money to go ahead and put down and make that work for us. Awesome. You know, honestly, more strength than anything else. trying to think of reasonably where to go at this point. Radon wasn't a check, which is a little annoying, but I mean, we can make it work, obviously. We can make it work. But I think what we're going to probably do at this point is we're going to start heading the other direction. Damn, man. I am terribly sorry to hear that, Kyan. I certainly hope that gets a lot better, a lot faster for you, man. Because that is... I mean, like, honestly, dude, that sucks. I am terribly sorry about that. I mean, yeah, no, I definitely asked, and, like, I'm concerned about you, man. Thank you for letting me know. Golden rune, okay. I mean, sure, it sounds silly, but it's about as silly as anything else, frankly. But the hard part about life is, like, shit can sound silly and still suck ass. So I'm sorry, man. I'm terribly sorry about that. Also, if I'm not the best responder tonight, do definitely forgive me on that front. Alright, there is a lot and a half of locations to go and check up in this area. I think Altus is probably going to be where we find our runes, more than likely. So I think we got to start looking up this way. I mean, yeah, but I like to interact with chat, so... I love to interact with chat, actually. Like, it makes me feel awesome that chat interacts, actually. You know what's funny about this? Is I'm getting a fucking stun locked and almost bled to death. All because these fucking gremlins here teamed up together. All because I wanted one item. Bird. Fuck. Only thing that would make this dungeon awful? Okay, cool. We're fine. We're fine. This is easy. Yeah, keg. Literally keg. We're fine. We're fine. Remembrance. Okay, alright, some cash. We love the cash. I should probably get myself set up for the mountaintops, just because I imagine whatever we do may end up over there. Yeah, probably. So, I think we're probably going to stream for about, maybe at most, another half an hour here today. Probably. More than likely, another half an hour, roughly at most. Once we're done with that, I think we're probably going to call it a night. It has been a little bit more of a long day for me than usual, necessarily. But I do, like, I kind of was like, you know, I really wanted to get in. I really wanted to get in there, have a fun day, a stream, with a match. So. Let's see here. I believe, if I remember this correctly, this right here should be the shack. I've been getting ever so slightly more familiar with my locations in Elden Ring, and I mean, this somehow ended up becoming one of the spots I knew a little better. So, yeah.
What? Trying to start?
Okay. Cool. Get a Site of Grace. Awesome. We're on our way. It would not hurt us at all to actually have that shopkeep, frankly. So. Karian Knight's Sword. Cool. Okay. Yo, Simply! Hey, bud! It has been at least a minute. I hope you're doing quite well. I hope you've been taking wonderful care of yourself, my friend. Oh my god, whiffs. Whiffs! Everything going good? Dude, everything is going pretty alright for me, honestly. I feel like I'm doing pretty darn good. The one thing I think I forgot tonight that could have possibly made things better is I forgot again to actually include the link for the, I forgot to actually put in the link for the coffee again tonight. Which is a big ol' my bad in this case. I don't like that guy running up on me, so I'm just gonna go ahead and sit down real quickly. There we go, cool. It's okay, Kai. You don't have to worry about it, man. I appreciate it, though. I really do.
Please, no. Dear me. I haven't a clue. No secrets lie with me, not a one. Oh, please leave me be. We are Albinonics. You merciless brutes. Let the
Alright, just a golden seed off of him. Nothing too worth it. Pickaxe? Oh, okay, alright, kind of cool. Bloodflame Blade, though. Bloodflame Blade is kind of huge, actually. I'm pretty excited about that. Collect that item, move along, go ahead and head up the hill. Awesome. Okay, cool. we go. Cool. All right. I'm a little annoyed right now. I'm a little annoyed right now. Ooh. Oh, fucking stinky little snail. It wasn't the snail that necessarily threw my ass in the grave, but it really, like, Oh, okay. Alright, fine. That's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Honestly, if you consider it, it's reasonably fine. Fuck that guy in particular. Okay. What the fuck? Immediately fucking goofball magic bullshit? Alright, fucking stab him in the taint like shit. Oh my goodness. Ha! If it's not something, it's something else. Oh. What did I just say? What did I just say? If it's not something. Alright, so based off what the game kind of told me, it seems like we might be heading here sooner than later because they gave us the inverted Kurian statue. So, you know, that feels like a decent place to start heading. The other thing, too, that's really nice about this is that it is giving us a chance to pretty much start fighting bosses and do like a variety act instead of just simply sitting there and going, hey, here's a couple of bosses. They seem nice, awesome, great, cool, awesome. You know, I am actually glad to fight a variety of bosses. So. Don't judge the avatar. I am judging the avatars as much as I feel like judging. Thank you very much. If I'm not mistaken, there's a wind tunnel like right over. Yeah. I haven't really decided fully yet on these randomizer runs if I plan on using summons or not. I think if I am to use summons in any capacity, it's probably going to be something along the lines of pretty much I use it for that playthrough and then it never gets a chance to actually make an appearance again, necessarily. I feel like that is the best answer here. Big meaty crit, love to see it. Actually, that really wasn't as big of a crit as I thought it would be. That's unfortunate. That's also unfortunate. I guess this is the adult. Cool. Great. Love to see it. Smash me again, daddy. Fair enough. Fucking Christ. Come on, please, let me heal. Oh my god, please. Okay, great. Love to see it. Please stop smashing me. You know... It was, It was about that time, I suppose. It was about that time. Alright, chat. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. You definitely do. Alrighty. Okay, chat. You know what time it is. It is time to pick a new name. Ah. God, I can't believe I threw so fucking. I threw. There's not a question about it. I threw. WC's the name. Alright, you know what, honestly, I will say too, Guy, and you threw the name away last time. So we could do that. Let's see here. We got Halberd, and we got the Watchdog staff. Okay, cool. Dual Halberd. Scythe. Godskin Peeler, which is... Godskin Peeler is pretty darn good. Godskin Peeler is pretty darn good. Water Carias, but a burrito... This fucking guy. Fair enough. Clean Rod Sword, Lightning Fortification. Stone Club is actually surprisingly pretty good from what I can tell you. I think... You know what? I feel like I'm gonna go with this one. I feel like I'm gonna go with this one. It's all good, man. It's all good. You know what? I'm gonna go with this one. Alright, we're gonna do WC. In the meantime, though, I actually have to go use the restroom. So we're gonna get this character baseline established for the day. And this is gonna be for next time. But once we get the character established, that's probably going to be about it for the night, my friends. So we're going to go ahead and kind of get this ball rolling. We got a lovely set of gear on us, and I will be right back. All right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, all right, let's get into it. Let's get into it.
The fallen lead.
I gotta seriously ask myself to a certain extent too. Like, how am I ever planning to actually get this run off of the ground when this is where we end up continuing to be? And to a certain extent, I've kind of wondered, do I give myself a rule of leniency where I basically say, hey, I get 3 deaths for a character that's supposed to make it across 7 playthroughs? I've asked myself that. And I'm not really sure if that's going to be the case. Yeah, I feel like summons might, in fact, be fair for a playthrough like this. I could probably handle this boss just easily if I really, really wanted to, but this feels tedious. Oh wow, I only need the strength primal for that. Oh. Huh. Okay, okay. No. I could probably just handle this boss if I really, really wanted to, but slow and tedious doesn't really suit me very well, so we're just gonna die. Alright, there we go. Cool. Alrighty. So, folks, next time we leave off, we got ourselves a build, roughly. We got ourselves a halfway decent weapon on hand. We hopefully will be able to use that weapon sooner than later, but honestly, as long as we can kind of make it work sooner rather than later, a strength weapon like this, I definitely think we'll be able to put this on weapon online as soon as possible. That is definitely going to be a big point of this, though. So. Yeah, no, for sure. But yeah, folks, I hate to say it, but I do believe that this is probably going to be about be the end of the run tonight here. It only makes sense that our very first boss would end up being the same thing that put us in the fucking grave. But either way, thank you so, so, so much for stopping in here tonight. I hope you had a wonderful time with me here, and we will be back at it again later with more of Elden Ring, with more of this wonderful fun. But in the meantime, take wonderful care of yourselves, get some sleep, get some water, get some food if that is that time of the world for you right now. But otherwise, just take great care of yourselves, and I will see you all on a different day. Thank you so much for stopping in. Star, thank you so much. Kyan, thank you, bud. Thank you. Appreciate it, as always. Take great care of yourselves, friends, and I will see you later. Thank you so much. I'll catch you later, folks. Bye.